Yokozo from Japan. My goal is to speak very quickly so that my story will end before it gets really, really boring to you, the viewer, the listener, and all those things that are within you. I'm already doing it, crap. Alright, so my story. I used to be a graphic design major. I have my old portfolio on a zip drive, or so I thought. Well, I took it to the local Kinko's, and the guy at the counter was a little surprised that they had a zip drive. I knew they had a zip drive because I had already checked with them the previous day. But anyways, so I'm like, yeah, I need to use that. I got in line waiting for it. While I was waiting, I heard an accented voice ask if anybody in the staff was speaking English, and nobody was. Then he turned to me and he said, "Do you speak Japanese?" I was like, "Yes, I do." And I went into super helpful mode and I translated the crap out of that stuff. And the staff was like, "Whoa, the foreigner knows Japanese and we don't know English and we're so ashamed." And I was like, "Yes, you are." And then, yeah, so I helped him out. He got his ID back to his old country, which was what he was doing. He had an interesting story. He works in Japan kind of illegally, like he has a company that he works for back in his country that gets paid by Japan, and then that company pays him, so they circumvent all kinds of labor laws, and he works on a tourist visa. So he can't speak any Japanese. He's only here for a little while, and I gave him my email address in case he has any other problems, because it sucks to be a foreigner in a land where you don't speak the language. And Japan, you should be a little more English friendly. You really should. I mean, everybody else in Asia is kind of beating you at that. You got to think about that. So, I went at one point in all this, and I opened the zip drive finally. There's only one file in the zip drive. It's not my old portfolio stuff. I don't know what happened to it. I cannot be a graphic designer ever again because it all disappeared. I don't know. It's all college stuff. I can probably create better stuff if I ever want to be a graphic designer again, which I probably don't because the last teacher I had kind of beat the love of graphic design out of me. And then being an art major in general kind of beat the love of art out of me a little bit. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not the greatest artist in the world. And when I see really crappy artists doing the really crappy modern art, and they're being successful at it, it depresses me, to be honest with you. And I kind of don't want to be part of that world. But I'm rambling. Yeah, so the what was on the zip drive was one file, a PowerPoint presentation that I showed to junior hires when I was doing my practicum to become an art teacher. Well, I never became an art teacher, but I have used that teaching certificate to get my current job. And the current job is paying pretty well. The boss seems to have a lot of confidence in me, which is misplaced, but don't tell her. And everything is going pretty well. So I just want to say, if you have the chance to help somebody out, it feels pretty good. So especially if they're a foreigner, if you're a Japanese, or wait, no, well, Japanese people are welcome too. But anyways, yeah, if you see somebody in Japan and you're like, you know a little Japanese and you can help them out. Alright? And the world will be a better place. Okay. This is a lot quicker, believe it or not, than the last version of the video I made. See you later.